Have you ever just dropped everything and chased an adventure? Well, I did, and it changed everything. I went from planning another typical week at home in Corpus Christi to swimming in 13,000 feet of water in the Bermuda Triangle just days later. If you're new here, hi, I'm William, an aspiring sailor, and I'm sharing my unfiltered journey one adventure at a time. This video is the first of 3 episodes where I'll share my 11-day, 730 nautical mile adventure aboard a 41-foot sailboat from the Dominican Republic to Nassau. I've been dreaming of purchasing a larger boat and eventually island hopping, but I needed to know if I was truly cut out for it. So I sent an email to Captain Chris with Chasing Latitudes, and 3 days later I found myself on a plane. Landing in the Dominican Republic was just the beginning of my adventure. I had to travel hundreds of miles to catch up with the boat, and what followed was nothing short of epic.
Please hold on. This train is departing.
After negotiating with about 4 or 5 different taxi drivers, trying to find a way to get there. I flew into Punta Cana International Airport, but the boat had already moved to Puerto Bahia, nearly 200 miles, which felt like a world away. With spotty internet that barely loaded a map and zero Spanish speaking skills, I was at a serious disadvantage to find transportation. I found myself outside the airport in a place where I could barely speak the language, hoping to find a bus, but quickly learned that it was too late because the connecting transfer stations would be closed. Leaving the airport grounds was probably not the safest thing I've ever done, but my options were limited. On the adventurous side, how many people can say they've taken a 5-hour Uber through the Dominican Republic countryside? Me and my driver,
Jose,
Jose.
transportation, the driver in Punta Cana.
Yeah, how many miles? A lot of miles, wasn't it? Like 5
It's-
hours, right?
Is the Punta Cana right now? Come back Punta Cana 5 hours.
Yeah.
It's in the world 4, it's 5,
All right, he got me.
9 hours.
Yeah. All right.
Lit.
We're here though. All right, thanks. I definitely wasn't expecting this. After the drive through the less developed parts of the country, arriving at this extravagant resort was a huge surprise. The sheer beauty and attention to detail was breathtaking. This is a massive catamaran here. Just absolutely crazy. I don't know that I've ever seen anything like that. Wow. So this is the Bahia Marina. I'm looking for the V dock so I can catch up with the crew. Chris and John, the boat owner, were graciously hanging out at the bar waiting for my arrival. I just got in late last night, just enough time to grab a bite to eat and throw my stuff on the boat and get some sleep. I just woke up at 7 o'clock here, so trying to adjust to the time. As the morning light broke, I finally got my first real look at the boat. She's a 2019 Beneteau Oceanis 41.1, and she's in pristine condition. So this is the first morning on the boat. Actually came in about 10:30 last night, and just enough time to grab some dinner and get some sleep. So today is the first day on the boat, as I said, but it's their rest day. They've already gone about 700 miles, so they had already planned, and that works out best so that I can kind of get acquainted with the boat and the crew. So far everything's going really well. So I'm just walking around the marina right now. There's some beautiful boats in here, some stuff of just next level, like this catamaran right here. While it may not look that big in this video, but it is massive. I mean, it's literally a house on the water. So guys are taking turns going to take a shower. I'll probably be doing that next. Because once we take off, we'll be out for a couple days. Our first stop is going to be Turks and Caicos. Right here, we're waiting for a taxi to take us to town, which is about 3 miles away. We just returned from the market. We had a taxi take us in town to find a bigger grocery store. There's a market here, but it's insanely small and it didn't have enough for me to provision. Anyways, we went into town. We didn't do as much as we intended. We didn't know what to expect. So we went to a couple gift shops and walked to the marina, took a look there and hit the market, and now we're back. So on the way there, this camera slipped out of my pocket. And when I got there, I realized that it was missing. So I was quite worried about that. So thankfully, one of the taxi drivers from the marinas who took us, that worked out in our favor, because when we came back, we asked if we could look in his back seat, and sure enough, it fell out of my pocket and was on the floor. So, but glad to have it back. So this is the local market at the marina. Here's the meat section. Here's the frozen section. We're here looking for some water before we take off. They have a little bit of house goods. It's pretty small. We had to go into town earlier to get me a few different items I was looking for. Before we set sail the next day, we had a few boat projects to tackle. One important task was inspecting the keel and rudder. Being new to the boat, I saw it as a perfect opportunity to learn, so I volunteered. Looks like we have some rain coming in here shortly. It's had these little sails come in. They rain for about 5-10 minutes and they pull out. They said that's pretty normal. Yesterday on the drive here, or actually last night, we kept running into this rain, but it was lasting for 30 minutes or more, and then plus we were driving, so I think they were much more significant sized storms. I just noticed this catamaran out here. It's got a big chicken on it. That's hilarious. Once the work was done, the crew had dinner at the resort bistro and then enjoyed a dip in the infinity pool that overlooked the water. Stay tuned for episode 2, where we cast off and sail 285 nautical miles to Turks and Caicos. And if you like this video, it would help my channel if you'd like, subscribe, and share. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.